Hey everybody, we're back. So we're trying this again. We're going to try and avoid the words that cause problems. So
we're not just saying that. I actually got a video deleted a few hours ago because we said the wrong words and social media killed it.
It's a really bad idea.
Actually, I shouldn't even have said that.
Yeah, now it's gone. Okay, so we are currently in Corsi. You want to tell us real quick what that is and what this is?
This is an amazing spot. It's where the demoniac, I don't know if I can say that word probably.
You can, I got away with it.
Okay, so the demoniac comes out of the tombs. Legion is his name because there are many. We see this in Matthew 8, Mark 5, Luke 8, and it's really interesting to be in this country. I know most Christians know the story of the demoniac, but it's interesting to be here because you see how far the pigs would have to gone down the hillside into the water and forced themselves to drown. And you see the dynamic of the disciples coming off the boat after the storm, which they were terrified, and Jesus says, "Peace, be still," calms the waters. And to think about how scared they would have been, terrified that who is this man that tells the waters to calm? And they hit the shoreline, and this demon comes running out that had broken shackles, that no one could pass through this region because he was so crazy and wild. And
fierce, it says.
Fierce. They come and they hit the shore, and Jesus starts off for the hillside. And you know, just being here makes you feel like these disciples would have just been terrified. And so I just love to be here and to read Matthew 8, Luke 8, and to think about
the situation.
The situation.
Yeah. That is something you gain in the Holy Land that you just don't get unless you're standing here, is the situation, the distances, how long it would have taken them to run from their pigs to go back to town, to get the whole town to come back and ask Jesus to leave, what it would be like to watch. You could see 2,000 pigs on a hillside here easily. How long it would take for them to run down after the man is delivered. They run down and run across the flat and run into the water. It's pretty tremendous. The whole situation, so much power. You can feel a lot of power, both demonic power and Son of God power. Just this clash of titans that no man could have handled. Yeah. But, I mean, everybody was afraid, except for God. The Son of God, Jesus. He wasn't afraid. He's like, "Hey, what's your name? Get out of here." And the next thing you know, he's sitting at his feet.
Yeah, Luke records the part about it sitting at his feet, healed with his clothes on. So that would have been such a crazy sight that everyone in the area were afraid of that.
Yeah, please leave. Whatever that was, that's more powerful than the other thing, and it scares us.
Yes.
So we want to share that. But from this location, we want to give you a real recap, a couple of things. I'm going to let you touch on the Bedouin, and that's the word we're going to use. But I want to start by saying on our way over here, we crossed over Capernaum and this location, and we're going to post some videos of the rocket impact sites that are along just right here within, stone's throw of here, blackened fires where the rockets came down, hundreds and hundreds, and I probably should stop saying that word.
Stop saying that.
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of those flying projectiles, and how close they've come to these treasured sites.
Yeah.
Just random, let's go cause damage. And the people who are living here are continually being alerted. Another barrage, another group coming your way. And how far away do I need to be afraid? And I've seen a lot of footage, and so have you, just I almost said the wrong word, how crazy the situation currently is. So remember to pray for them. But that's right here. But could you tell us, using all appropriate language, the best you can, what recently happened with the Jewish lady and the Bedouin lady and that whole thing that happened, because you were the guy doing it.
So we're trying to just keep our hearts open and our eyes open in every situation, whether that's buying food, whether that's going into a museum or a gift shop, and we're not tourists, we're not. But we're trying to go to places where we could have these interactions, and we did. In a museum, we were looking for something that we could mention some other time.
Yeah.
What we were going there for, we were bringing food for a certain purpose. But in that interaction, there was a Jewish woman, and then a
Bedouin
woman, we'll call it, and I was talking with her, and none of them can understand why we're here. So that's always
a common question. Why are you here?
It's so shocking. So We gave her a pin that we've been traveling with. It's a great icebreaker. It opens up so much conversation. Yeah, he's wearing here. And so that opens up these new conversations as to why we would care so much to leave our home and come here. And the Jewish woman, I asked her if she believed in God, and she said no.
No.
Not at all. Not nominal, not anything.
He asked her like 2 or 3 times, no God at all? There's
Yes.
just no God? No.
So although she said she was Jewish, that's only cultural, only heritage, not religious at all. But the Bedouin said she believed in God. And so I instantly knew which God that was, and let the reader understand what we're saying here. And so
That's a quote from Daniel.
that opened up a new conversation. So we were able to give her the Bible in her language.
Oh, it was fantastic.
And when we press play, these are audio Bibles. So when we press
No,
play,
first it was, so the non-believing one, we offered her the 4 Gospels in her language. No. But she said she has a God. She
Yes.
said she has a God.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, you have a God. Yeah, you believe in God. And then the interaction with Granger. So we offered her one. No, we happened to have them in both languages. We were thinking we were going to give out the Hebrew language, gave out the Arabic language. So we dug into our bags, found one of those, gave it to her, turned it on, and said, this is the story of the life of Jesus. And she repeated, oh, Jesus, yes. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
Literally standing on the shore of the Sea of Galilee, by the way.
Yeah, Jesus, yes.
Yeah.
Story of the life. You want the story of the life of Jesus? Jesus, yes. And then gave it to her and go ahead.
So when we press play, and we have seen this already several times on this trip already, the words of the gospel as they're spoken through that little audio device, faces light up,
Light up.
smiles, eyes wide.
Jesus.
It's incredible.
Yeah, and she puts it to her ear, and then we go in and out, literally go do our little touring thing, come back. She's still in the same place with it. She's still listening. She has not moved. She's still listening to the Bible, just smiling and happy. And it was just never seen it like this. This is one of the most precious moments I've ever seen in the land of the Lord, in the Holy Land. Trying to avoid trigger words.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have said trigger, but anyway, so just keep praying that opportunity. More than that, we gave her a second one for her to give to her friends, and she received that to give to someone else. Please pray for her. If she decides to follow Isa, Jesus, it will cost her everything.
Yeah.
Everything. So pray for her and pray for whoever will receive that other one. But what a great opportunity.
It was so convicting for us that we left, stopped, U-turned, and went back to her
To give her a second Bible.
through some heavy convictions with some of our teammates.
Yeah.
And so that was done, and it felt like a very special moment. Enough to say this. We should also say on this video that what we would like is if anyone, how many we have on here, Bald Eagle?
About 10 or 11.
So most people will see this long
Later,
after
posted
we
after.
record.
Yeah, unless it gets cut.
Comment, unless it gets cut. Comment below a question that you might have for this guy, so that we can go back and do another live
Dealing
throughout
with those questions.
and
yeah.
we'll go directly. We'll find those questions and we'll get them ready for him to answer. So instead of asking now, we see you, we love you. Instead of asking now, continue to pray and comment below a good question, and he'll get to it on this trip.
Try to. I'll try to get to it.
Yes.
So we just want to share that so we can kind of give you some update of what's happening. It's a wonderful trip so far, getting to see a little bit of the history and the biblical archaeology, but most importantly, the people. Keep praying their hearts will stay open, and keep looking up for him.
Let me say one more thing. Did you still?
That was my exit.
I'm sorry. Oh, you can say it one more time.
I can. You
wanna
get to see Yee, and I get to see looking up for him. But
the impact of this trip, it is so special that people might be thinking that we need some kind of deep theological conversation. Let me try to explain the impact of this trip. We walked into a coffee shop, and there was an older Jewish woman
this
sitting
is
in the
good.
booth.
This is really good. Yeah.
I touched her shoulder, and she started crying. That's it. Now we had a great conversation for a long time after that.
It was
But
fantastic.
it started with this. And tears rolled down her face because I touched her shoulder. Because I saw her. That's it. And so much of the conversation was, why me?
Why would God care about me?
Why would God care about me?
Yeah. Why would God care about me?
That just summarizes the sensitivity.
Why do you care about me?
Yes.
Why do you care about me?
Yes.
Why
That's
does,
the
why does God
sensitivity.
care about me? It's fantastic. All right. I'm gonna say
Now
it.
do it. Now do
Well,
it.
you do it.
No,
No, you could. It would be better. You give me the sign off.
Yee.
No. Come on. Keep.
Keep looking up for him.
All right. Yee.